got the big one. And I got, filth. Look at this filth everywhere. The only reason I'm drinking is because I got these 24-ounce koozies. You're so amazing. So I got home after work and I got a letter. I got a package. I'm gonna make this quick. This is gonna be a long one. I got a package from Jeremy Bequette from Helleville, Illinois. He does Defiance of Gothic Nirvana X zine. He sent me the latest one, issue 42. I can't show you the cover. I don't think I can show it on YouTube. And his zine is one of the best zines I've ever found. Like, he is such a funny writer. I don't think he's even trying to be funny. But he just has... He has a lot of concert reviews, music reviews, stuff about his band. He's got a thing about Pentagram. I'll get to his band. Yeah, his zines are just really good, but man, he takes forever. He has this thing about like only contacting through snail mail, but I've emailed him, but he takes forever. He's literally taken like up to a year. I think this time he took over a year to respond. Actually, I don't need my glasses to read this. So listen to this letter he wrote me. Greetings, AF. Well, another van died today. Again, I'll have to borrow money as I try to dig myself out of this hole, which is already deep within a dark pit of shit. The progress on Stradion 1992 version of the band is slow, but we have about 7 songs we work from our long dead past. I'll throw you a cassette of some rough rehearsal demos we've done for ourselves, maybe. When we have 10 songs, then we'll record them for real. The actual Stradion is working on Dream Life. The album is just too big for someone to do on total zero budget DIY style. Imagine if George Lucas had to make Star Wars on the money he made while working in a minimum wage job. It would have taken forever. That is why 24 years later, this musical project is still not completed. I have a few new songs, but not sure what to do with them. They are too complicated for all the drummers I know. I let the Stradion 1992 lineup hear them, and they were lost on what to even play. No chance of doing anything new with those guys. Did you go see Malevolent Creation? Phil isn't in the band anymore. I can't imagine it without him. It has been his solo band all these years. That is why they have lineup changes almost every year. Now Left to Die sound like some real fucking posers of no originality. Fuck them. You were really into Bigfoot. Cool. Not a subject I dwell on, but I did enjoy reading your movie reviews of those films. I have a few of those ones you talked about. Not a fan at all. My dyke girlfriend always teases me, saying that my dream girl would probably be a Yeti, since I like women with hairy features. She has more hair on her pussy and pits than she does on her head. Momo the Missouri Monster sounds hilarious. Back in the 1980s, my best friend named his cat Momo. I wonder if there was a connection. Also, SOD have a 1-second song by that title. That is a weird triangle of Momos. I saw Wasp and Armored Saint last week. Good show, and I saw some people I hadn't spoken to in 20 plus years, but I doubt I'll buy a ticket for any kind of arena show again. Sadly, I found out that the Stradion bassist 1996 through 1997 froze to death on a Seattle sidewalk. This package should see the arrival of an old issue I just got around to print out, hopefully. Jeremy Bequette. Please cut out the stamps in the package and return. I know how to reuse them. Spread the ads. It is our only life link to other humans. Yeah, his music is something else entirely. Sometimes he has so many projects. Some of it's not that good. But he thinks it's amazing. He's not going to see this so I can talk shit. Or I'm not talking bad. I'm just saying what I think. Actually, his Stradion band is okay. They just have such a flat sound. And he talks about working on this for like 24 years. It's ridiculous. Okay. I also got TZ number 15. Spring 23. I got TZ playing in the background. There's a 2-page zine. It's really good. If you want one, leave a comment. I'll leave my email or his address. TZ is a great dude. I love his music. That's it. But I'm gonna review M3GAN. Yeah, I went to the library and they had it. I was like, wow, M3GAN's. I was expecting it soon. Yeah, the library really surprises me on the movies they get. So the unrated edition, and like I wanted to see it, and it seems like they've blown up. So I watched it with Garth yesterday, and I liked it. But then I was like, well, is it just like the novelty idea of M3GAN? Because everyone said, basically, they're a girl Chucky, which is fine. So I watched it again when I got home from work, and I was really into it again. Like I was like, wow. Second viewing, like 2 days in a row, and I think I got into it even more. Especially the end when she really goes haywire, and she's talking to her creator. I'd already seen it the day before, and watching it again, I was like, man, I kind of want more of. I don't know if it's like a Frankenstein thing, the creation, confronting the creator, or just M3GAN, her voice. And I looked up the voice actress. I think it's M3GAN's the voice, and of course the girl who plays M3GAN. I just thought she was CGI, like totally, but she's not. She's like a girl in the mask. And they had puppeteers for some parts, which you could not tell at all. The little girl that plays Katie, she seems like just this little self-centered kind of brat. She's always on her iPad when her parents get killed in the very beginning. Like she's playing with this toy, like a Furby kind of, and she's just so centered on that. And her parents she is sad that her parents get killed, but then her aunt Gemma, the one who gets custody of her, she's a scumbag. Like there's a part where her coworker friend tells her, like, cause she's working on M3GAN and she's got in trouble for it, and her coworker friend's like, your sister just died, maybe you shouldn't be concentrating on work. And she's like, yeah, and I just spent like $10 million on M3GAN, so I got to worry about that. I was like, man, what a cold-hearted bitch. She doesn't know how to relate to her niece. She doesn't want to. She's totally absorbed in her career, and that's where M3GAN comes in, where she gives M3GAN to her niece to just watch over her, to become like a surrogate parent, which is not really, they don't go in depth too much, a little bit. But all that was pretty interesting on the second watch. And then when things start to happen, it was pretty good. It's not a gore fest, and I wasn't expecting one. But when there's some cool stuff, she shoots someone with a nail gun, and I was like, man, where's the Nail Gun Massacre remake? You could do crazy nail gun stuff now. Because she shoots someone in the hand and it just sticks them to something. It just looked really good. There's a pressure washer incident. There's a cool ear ripping. And then also reminded me of the Terminator. He's like, wow, she's like the Terminator, like a little one. Yeah, I could see like this could almost be like if they wanted to go in like a short circuit direction, or like a T2 with sequels, which yeah, I would like to see a M3GAN sequel. And Man, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. But yeah, the ending, I mean, it's not the greatest, but there's something where I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. Oh yeah, and the part where she dances. By the time that happened, like, it was cool and it's funny and weird, but that's not like the coolest part of the movie. There's other stuff that that part doesn't just stick out like, oh, just watch it for when she dances and kills a guy with the paper cutter, which was cool. And then there's some cool music. The part where she's dancing, that song, I was like, I had the subtitles on and it tells you the name of the song. I was like, that sounded kind of cool. I mean, it did sound cool, not kind of. Yeah, I don't see any reason to watch the theatrical because the unrated wasn't too much. Like, yeah, it wasn't super bloody or anything really outrageous. But again, like, that's not what I was expecting, so that was okay. Will I watch it again? Yeah, but I don't have TV or anything. It's like now I don't have TV, so movies just don't come on. I'd have to put them on. If I saw it for like $5, I think I would buy it and I would watch it a couple more times. But it's more M3GAN sequels and the ending, like, that leaves room for a sequel. The ending, I was it's so small. It's almost reminds me like an old ending of an '80s movie or even a '70s. Just as a little thing, and and you're like, oh, okay. M3GAN's still there, so I'll give it a Jesus 3.5. Oh, still does not topple Barbarian. Barbarian still reigns supreme for like newer horror movies, but this one is, it doesn't have like the depth and emotion and just rawness, raw emotional value that Barbarian gave me. But M3GAN's a lot of fun. I wish I wouldn't have said that. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I'll give it a 3.5. It's not quite a four, but it's too good just to be a 3. And I can show can't show you the rest if you even saw any of that. But I'll put Jeremy's address. Like, his zine really is. Maybe send him like $3. And I said if you write TZ like for some music for a zine, I would say send him like $1. If you want to order a tape from TZ, send him like $5. I forget like how expensive stuff is now, like shipping and tapes. So write TZ still, and write Jeremy. I guess he's kind of a douche, but I do like his zine, and I think he likes mine. So, but more importantly, M3GAN. Check it out.